Good morning. Welcome back. Today is Friday, TGIF. I hope everyone is having a good morning. We are back today to read Chapter 3 of Junie B Jones. We started reading Junie B Jones earlier this week, and we have talked about that the main story is all about Junie B Jones, and she's getting ready to go to kindergarten. And there is something that she was really nervous about doing, and it was riding the bus to school. She's never ride the bus to school before, so she was a little nervous. She didn't want to do it. So yesterday, we learned about 3 new words. The first word was droopy. Remember we said when she woke up, Junie B Jones felt droopy inside. That means she was not excited about going on the bus. She felt yucky inside. The other vocab word we learned yesterday was rumpled. Whenever her mom put her to bed, she was rumpling her hair, making it all messy, rumpled. And the last vocab word from yesterday was squeezy. Junie B Jones said that when she woke up, her stomach felt squeezy. Maybe that's another word for queasy, which means that your stomach doesn't feel good. It's a little bit upset. Like maybe somebody was squeezing your stomach. That would not be a good thing. So those were our 3 vocab words from Chapter 2. Today, we're going to read Chapter 3 called The Silly Smelly Bus. I used this blue paper to mark my page so I know exactly where I'm at. And today we have 3 new words we're going to learn. The first word is grouchy. You might have heard that word before. Sometimes your mom or dad might say, "Ooh, you're kind of grouchy today." Grouchy means you're in a bad mood, that you don't want anyone to talk to you, that it says you are not happy or in a bad mood. And here's a little picture. You can see the Smurf. He's got his arms crossed. He's frowning. If you're like this, you're probably not in a good mood. The Smurf was grouchy when he didn't get enough sleep, right? I know if I don't get enough sleep, sometimes I get grouchy or cranky. So we're going to hear that word grouchy today. Uh-oh. If you're feeling grouchy, you're probably not having a great day. The next word is soiled. Soiled. Look at that picture. What do you think soiled means? I see a little boy. He's holding up his shorts. Looks like there's dirt all on the back of his pants. The word soiled means dirty. If you get your clothes soiled, it means they're dirty. It says, the boy soiled his pants when he fell in the mud. Right? I bet mommy and daddy don't like if you get your clothes all soiled, dirty. So we're going to hear the word soiled today, grouchy, and the last word is squishy. Squishy. Squishy means soft and sometimes wet. Like you can squeeze it, squishy. The brown bananas felt squishy in my hand. Or maybe you have a toy squishy that you can squish and you can squeeze it. Squishy means it's not hard, it's kind of bendable. Squishy. So those are the words we're listening for today. So we'll go over them one more time, because remember, every time you hear the word in the story, I want you to wiggle your fingers up high so that I can see that you are hearing the words. So soiled, which means dirty. So if you hear the word soiled, maybe we can go like this, like dirty. You're getting dirty. Soiled. Grouchy. Make a grouchy face. And the last one is squishy. So if we hear squishy, maybe we can go like this, like we're going to squish something in our hands. Okay, so let's read and find out what happens when Junie B Jones gets on the bus. Chapter 3, The Silly Smelly Bus. The bus wasn't like my daddy's car at all. It was very big inside, and the seats didn't have any cloth on them. The little curly girl was sitting near the front, so I tapped on her. "Guess what?" I said. "Mother said for me to sit here." "No," said the little girl. "I'm saving this seat for my best friend, Mary Ruth Marble." Then she put her little white purse on the place where I was going to sit. So Junie B Jones wanted to sit by the little girl that got on the bus, but the little girl told her, "You can't sit here. This is where my friend is going to sit." It wasn't very nice, was it? And so I made a face at her. "Hurry up and find a seat, young lady," said Mr. Wu. And so I quick sat down across from the curly mean girl, and Mr. Wu shut the door. It wasn't a regular kind of door, though. It folded in half, and when it closed, it made a whooshy sound. Whoosh. I don't like that kind of door. If it closes on you by accident, it will cut you in half and make you a squishy sound. I heard the word squishy. So when the bus door opens and closes, it makes a squishy sound. The bus made a big roar. Then a big puff of black, smelly smoke came out the back end of it, and it's called bus breath, I think. Mr. Wu drove for a while, and then the brakes made that loud screechy noise again. I covered my ears so it wouldn't get inside my head, because if loud screechy noises get inside your head, you have to take an aspirin. I saw that on a TV commercial. The bus door opened again, and a dad and a boy with a grouchy face, there's that word grouchy, got on. So there's a little boy now getting on the bus, and he has a grouchy face. He's not looking happy. The dad smiled, and then he plopped the grouchy boy right next to me. This is Jim, he said. I'm afraid Jim isn't too happy this afternoon. The dad kissed the boy goodbye, but the boy wiped it off his cheek. Jim had on a backpack. It was blue. I love backpacks. I wish I had one of my very own. One time I found a red one in the trash can, but it had a little bit of gushy on it, and Mother said no. Jim's backpack had a lot of zippers. I touched each one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, I counted. Then I unzipped one. Hey, don't! Yelled Jim. He zipped it right back up again, and then he moved to the seat in front of me. I hate that, Jim. After that, the bus kept stopping and starting, and lots of kids kept getting on. Loud kids. The bus, and some of them were the kind who looked like meanies. So she said a lot of the kids on the bus were loud and were looking mean. Then the bus began getting very noisy and hot inside, and the sun kept shining down on me and my fuzzy hot sweater. And here's another hot thing. I couldn't roll down my window because it didn't have a handle, and so I just kept getting hotter and hotter. And it smelled in the bus too. The bus smelled like an egg salad sandwich. I want to get off of here, I said out loud, but nobody heard me. I hate this silly, smelly bus. Then my eyes got a little bit wet. I wasn't crying, though, because I'm not a baby, that's why. After that, my nose started running. Only the bus didn't have a glove compartment, which is where you keep the travel tissues, of course, so I had to wipe my nose on my fuzzy pink sweater sleeve. So Junie B Jones said that her eyes got a little wet inside. If your eyes get wet inside, what do you think she's doing? I think she's trying to tell us that she was feeling a little sad, because when you get sad and you start crying, your eyes get wet and your nose starts running. She didn't have a tissue, so she had to use her sweater to wipe her nose. It's not very safe, is it? And then I stayed on the bus for about an hour or 3 until finally I saw a flagpole and a playground. That meant we were at kindergarten. Then Mr. Wu drove the bus into the parking lot and stopped. I jumped up very fast because all I wanted to do was get out of that silly, smelly thing. Only guess what? That Jim pushed right in front of me. And that curly mean girl did too. And then people started squishing me real tight. Look at that picture. They're all trying to get off the bus at the same time. They're not waiting their turn, so they're squishing Junie B Jones. The curly mean girl did too, and then people started squishing me real tight, and so I pushed them away, and they pushed me right back. That's when I fell down, and a big foot stepped on my skirt that looks like velvet. Stop it! I yelled, and then Mr. Wu hollered, hey, hey, hey! Then he picked me up and he helped me off the bus. Mrs. was waiting for me just like my mother said. Hi, I'm so glad to see you, she called. Then I ran over to her and I showed her the big footprint on my skirt that looked like velvet. Yeah, only look what happened. I got stepped on and now I'm all soiled. Soiled, look, she got all dirty. There's all the kids trying to push on the bus. Mrs. brushed it. Don't worry, Junie, she said. It'll come off. After that, I just folded my arms and made a frown. Because guess what? She forgot my B again. There is the end of chapter 3. Tomorrow we will read chapter 4. So today we heard 3 of our vocabulary words. We heard squishy. Squishy. We heard the word squishy, which means, remember, something soft and sometimes wet. The brown bananas felt squishy in my hand. The other vocab was grouchy, not happy or in a bad mood. And lastly, we heard the word soiled, meaning dirty. Whenever they stepped on her when she fell down, she got a big dirty footprint on her skirt, and it was soiled. It was all dirty. So she was not happy. She did not have a good first bus ride. So I want you to think, after reading our story, what was the time that you felt grouchy, where you were in a bad mood and you didn't want to talk to anybody and you just wanted to be all by yourself? Think about it. I remember Miss Frankie when I was getting sick and I didn't feel good and I just wanted to go to sleep in my bed and I didn't want to talk to anybody because I was grouchy because I wasn't feeling good. So maybe you can think of a time and talk to your mom or your dad or somebody at your house about a time you felt grouchy. Or you could draw a picture about it and write it for me and send it to me through email or through text. So I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. We are taking off Monday because Monday is a teacher work day. But come Tuesday, we will be back here and we will be ready to read chapter 4 of Junie B Jones and the Silly Smelly Bus. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy every second, and I will see you back here on Tuesday. Bye-bye.